Okay, we all know Superman is quite the badass. He's faster than a man made of bullets or something like that. But aside from all the crazy things he's done on the pages of comic books and the screens of TVs, Superman has done some equally insane stuff in the real world. You guys may have heard this story before, hell, there's even a movie about it, but nonetheless, this is still one of my favorite stories about Superman. This is how Superman defeated the Ku Klux Klan. I'm Jocelyn the intern, I do all the research nobody else wants to, straight from the desk of Death Battle. Yes, see, in the 1940s, two things were a lot more popular than they are today. Radios and, racism. Surprisingly enough, before video killed the radio star, a certain radio star killed racism, or at least dealt it a major blow. That radio star was none other than Superman. Much like any fight for social justice, good old Supes didn't do it alone, most notably with Stetson Kennedy. After World War II, the Klan's numbers started to rise at a staggering rate. Stetson, being a smart man, decided the best way to take down the KKK was from the inside. So he did just that and went undercover into the Klan itself, attending meetings and finding out as much information as he could. Once Stetson had built a healthy stack of evidence proving illegal activity was afoot, he went to the police. To his surprise, the police were not at all interested in building a case against the KKK. Hell, it was much too dangerous for them, and the Klan was too large for them to do anything about. Well, if the police won't help you, who do you go to next? Superman, of course. At least that's what Stetson did. Now, keep in mind that at this point, your average Caucasian person sees the Klan as an organization that helps orphanages and donates to charity. You know, they do good things for white communities, and in the 1920s, they had over 5 million members. They had congressmen and state senators amongst their numbers. They were an organization. No one saw the KKK as a terrorist organization. Stetson even went to the FBI when he uncovered a KKK plan to steal fully automatic weapons from the government, but they didn't care! The Klan had its heels dug deep into America, and it didn't seem to be going anywhere. In 1946, Stetson knew he had to do something big and soon. The Klan was propping itself up for a large resurgence. Stetson had been on the inside. He knew that if he could expose the Klan for the terrorist organization it was, rather than the charitable fraternity it presented itself as in the public eye, and better yet, if everyone, even children, stopped respecting the Klan, then it would have no chance. Stetson knew the best way to do this was with America's most popular radio show, Superman! Now, at this point, America had won the war, the Nazis were defeated, and the same goes for Superman. He had done his part and whooped Nazi ass right alongside America throughout the war. But with Hitler dead and the Nazis gone, Superman and his staff of writers were left without a villain to fight. So when Stetson approached them about fighting the KKK, it was a perfect fit. And so it started a 16-episode series called Clan of the Fiery Cross. Superman was put up against the men in white hoods, and like all his other foes before, they stood no chance against the Man of Steel. And that is thanks to Stetson's wealth of inside information. On June 18th, 1946, the first episode aired, and Superman made it a point to let the 4 million people listening know that if Americans let bigoted dickhead organizations like the KKK take power, then we would be no better than the Nazis. And that... well, that struck home. Okay, wow, you guys have been killing it with all the likes on the last few videos. But we can't stop now. Wiz and Boomstick are finally starting to treat me like a real employee. Although that might be because they're too busy picking on the new intern, Peanut. Poor kid. Such a doofus. Anyway, if you haven't seen it yet, go check out our last episode where you get to see Wolverine get his genitals blown off. Or check out our podcast, Side Scrollers. Fun fact, that's the first show I ever worked on for ScrewAttack. Thanks for watching, guys. See you again soon.